Honorable Minister, Social Welfare, Bakar Shila, the distinguished members occupying the dais, distinguished invitees from outside the state, our wonderful the invitees, our Divyang brothers and sisters, with Venita's the heart-touching songs, divine voice, great. I just want to inform the officers coming from Delhi and coming from outside or for the first time, the people of Meghalaya has the gift of music and the gift of football. And if you want to have the natural, the paintings, extempore, impromptu paintings, the artists, you'll find in plenty in Meghalaya. They are born with this natural talent. And I'd like to inform you all from outside, the people from outside, this is the matrilineal society. It's a mother-centered society. And you will not find a beggar in this state who is a local. You'll never find a beggar. This is my 25th year of stay in this state. You will not find a beggar. If there is any beggar, he's an outsider. You will not find an abandoned, destitute, an abandoned, physically challenged person. You will never find in this state because it is the mother, the sisters, the grandmothers, they are there. It is the children of the clan, the children of the family, the children of the extended family. That's why this Divyang people, especially Divyang and differently abled, they are in the God's given very caring hands in the lap of the mothers and the sisters. An extended wing of this is the Social Welfare Department, the Commissionerate under the able leadership of Madam Sakala. Very sisterly officer, very affectionate. And the gentleman was mentioning that the officers from, we should not name a place, Delhi. It's not a job, actually. Taking care of the differently abled person should not be treated as a job for a monthly salary. It has to be a mission. There has to be a heart into it. It's a service. Whoever is treating this as a job for a monthly salary, you are doing a disservice to them and disservice to yourself. If you have such ideas, please change. If you cannot, leave this. You will find a better job. Sir, with your permission, Honorable Minister, I just touch upon two aspects. I'm heading the Labor Department. Once I got the information yesterday from Mr. Amitabh, I have taken the data from the website. We have roughly around 44,000 differently abled the people. I would like the data from the Commissionerate who is dealing with this, the subject, on how many are there, male and female, how many are actually categorized depending upon the disability. I'm surprised to note from the Secretary Ma'am, the Commissioner Secretary Ma'am, that just 66% of the differently abled people are having the data and the process is on. It's very surprising. I expected 100% because every differently abled person have to consult a doctor. I request our medical fraternity kindly issue instructions to all the hospitals up to the ground level. If any differently abled person is referred to the doctor, it is the responsibility of the doctor to inform the Social Welfare Department and to facilitate getting the documentation. The Government of India is insisting for the three things. I hope all our differently abled boys and girls, the people have the three things: the Janadhana Yojana account, Aadhaar number and mobile number. This is called JAM. Without these three, the benefits from the Government of India will not percolate, will not come to the beneficiary. We will be doing a disservice if we fail to ensure each and every disabled person in our state has not got these three things: the JAM, Janadhana Yojana account number, followed by Aadhaar number and mobile number. Also, it is the responsibility, I request the department to take the help of the doctors who are attending to these differently abled people to facilitate this process of informing the concerned social welfare commissionerate immediately. And I request Sabrala madam, keep a team ready, and it's not that difficult to get an Aadhaar number. It's not that difficult to open a Janadhan account. It's not that difficult to get a mobile number in these days. We'll be failing if we don't insist and ensure that all these differently abled boys and girls not got the JAM, because that is the primary requirement for any direct benefit transfer from Government of India. Sir, Honorable Minister, sir, I would like to commit before you, the Labour Department will be creating a special pool of trainers to impart skill-based training to the differently abled, the persons depending upon the disability. We don't have the expertise to categorize people as different types of the differently abled. And I request the Commissioner, Madam, I think I requested ma'am to provide us this list of the differently abled people with their categorization, so that, sir, we'll be requesting you, Mr. Rajiv ji, Member Secretary of the All India, the Council for Technical Education, kindly detail the master trainers as a special chapter to Meghalaya. The Labour Department will facilitate, will identify our own instructors. If required, we'll take a special dispensation from the government, the Minister Labour, with the guidance and support from Minister Social Welfare, to create a dedicated pool of instructors who are having heart to impart training at the capacity building to these differently abled people. That is the immediate requirement. Because, sir, I want to inform the people present here, as well as the officers from the Delhi, we have a extraordinary time-tested traditional institutions here. We don't have Panchayat Raj here, like a mainland. We have robust, time-tested, highly dependent, the headman, which is elected member. In Khasi and Jaintia Hills, it's called different names. It's called the headman. A group of headmen is called the Senjuki Renvashnong. They're all the group of the headmen. And in the western part, there is the Garo Hills, we have the Nokma Council. Each village is headed by a Nokma. Here it is headed by the headman. Headman means he is truly like the father figure of the locality. They will be having the information of all the physically, the differently abled people. I'm very sure of that. So that is the wonderful source of information for the Social Welfare Department to collect the maximum information. 100% information shall be available with the Commissionerate with all the JAM. Also, I request the Commission Secretary, Madam, kindly create, sir, with your guidance, kindly create an online portal for our state to ensure that the updated data is readily available online. This has double the benefits. I'll be requesting again, Shri Rajiv ji, through your good office and through my own contacts, we will mobilize adequate funds under CSR from the mainland. The funds will be made available to the ministry, the Social Welfare Minister, provided there is a dashboard, there is the data. This dashboard is more or less like Mr. Amitav has mentioned about this, this online e-Shram portal. I'll not be able to register your name unless you have the three. Aadhaar is mandatory for the Government of India. So everything is linked to Aadhaar. Once, what my target is to the Commissioner Secretary, ma'am, we will, by the end of March 31st, by the end of this financial year, can we commit to ourselves that 100% of the differently abled people's data is uploaded onto this e-Shram portal? Can we go with this target before us? Because I want to request our Honorable Minister, the 2-3 things. I'm also looking after the Animal Husbandry Department. There are a lot of developmental schemes launched by the Animal Husbandry Department, to name Piggery Mission, Dairy, the Milk Mission, and Agriculture Department has launched nearly 8 to 10 wonderful missions. To begin with, Mushroom Mission, Honey Mission, there is Apiculture Mission, Strawberry Mission. So, there is no policy from our government. We have launched special missions without any special provision for the differently abled people who can be roped into the missions as a special dispensation. I'll be taking up with my Honorable Minister that under the Piggery Mission and under the Milk Mission, there will be special allocation of funds for these differently abled the people after due training. The training also will be responsibility of the Labour Department, because you need skilling, you need capital. One more request to Shri Rajiv ji. The Government of India has introduced the Agriculture Infrastructure Fund, Animal Husbandry Infrastructure Development Fund, Dairy Development Infrastructure Funds with 30% subsidy. If I want to invest 1 crore total, the Government of India reimburses 30%, that is 30 lakh. Sir, my request to you is, as a special dispensation to the differently abled people, there shall be at least 50 to 75% of the subsidy to them under these schemes, please, for the Government of India. Through your good office, kindly impress upon them. They shall not be expected to compete with the normal people. No. If normal person is given 30% subsidy, the differently abled people shall be given double the subsidy. That is true empowerment, sir. The Labour Department, our department, I'm very sure under the able leadership of our Honourable Minister, we'll be able to rope them into the developmental path the government has taken. There is huge development, to name it. This week Parliament session is going on. Our farmers, Meghalaya farmers, are earning the highest income in India, per capita income. That is disclosed on the floor of the Lok Sabha this week. It's a proud moment, sir, in fact. So, we cannot afford to leave out the differently abled people to be the part of this developmental agenda, the momentum. It's not their fault, sir. If we leave them out, certainly it will be our fault. Under your able leadership, sir, these are some ideas. In fact, I hope the government will introduce the special reservation in the government jobs for the differently abled people. Like, I'll take one example from my state, Andhra Pradesh. Mr. Venkatesh, he got into IAS. He is visually challenged. The UPS has introduced, sir, in the IAS and not IPS, the IAS and other central services, there is a special reservation for the differently abled people. Why not from our state? I'm very sure our boys and girls who are differently challenged will compete at the national level, get into the IAS and come back to our own state. Sir, we are looking to your able guidance. Thank you very much, sir.